Also, this is the foundation. I'm making on not a response video, but this echoing what Dtown was talking about. I had to delete my last video just because my allergies was acting up, and then I didn't realize how much times I was blowing my nose, and the video was like, you know, the video, even though I can edit it, you know, I'm kind of lazy to edit it out. So I just deleted the whole thing and wanted to make another one. But yeah, just echoing his words about, you know, staying young-minded, building your core through the draft. You know, all this free agency talk, Stephen Jones said it best.
Teams having so much cap room for free agency, will it be hard to be active for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we've never, you know, I'm not a big fan of free agency. I'll be the first, you know, to admit it. I just, you know, unfortunately, good players get paid like they're great players. Average players get paid like they're good players, and you know, it's a domino effect. So it's a, you know, not a great way to put your team together. But I think, you know, sometimes there's necessities that you need to jump out and do some things, and you know, hopefully you're not shopping. You know, you're not really having to have something that you're overpaying. You know, you're paying a good player like he's a great player. I mean, we've done it before. You know, doesn't mean you won't ever do it again, but you try not to. I mean, obviously you'd like to build your team through the draft and keep your players that hopefully you drafted well, and you're able to keep those type of players, and you're not out there in free agency.
Is it a good?
You know, what I believe in free agents is that, you know, they're to provide depth and starting capability to where you can bridge your players. Like if you have someone that you really like for example, I'll put this McFadden. You know, I'm not killing him, but you know, but McFadden did a great job for us. But with him in like, you know, if you take, like, again, my belief is that Ezekiel Elliott is the best player in the draft. If we take him, and you know, if the coaches or whatever don't trust him, you know, maybe Tony Romo was a little skittish about his, you know, but as far as pass protection and all that, or receiving, then you know, you do have the trust of McFadden there. And then when Ezekiel Elliott, you know, proves himself, and then he can take over, then you know, then he can slowly slide in. That's what I mean about bridging the players like that. Developing, you know, getting a pass rush again. You know, couldn't agree with Darren Moore. You know, again, going through the draft now that, you know, again with whatever's going through with Gregory, you know, if Bosa is there and Bosa is their highest player, then take him. You know, it is a passing league first. You know, you can keep Bosa on the left side, and then you can kick D-Law back to the right, which he started off as a rookie with us at the right side. I do like Miles Jack. I do like Ramsey, but again, getting our pass rush back together, it will be, it's a must, because it trickles down. You know, like our offensive line, you know, in 2014 was intimidating players, intimidating defenses. Our defensive line can return the favor, so to speak. Yeah, and then, you know, staying young-minded. You know, like, I know you said, Dtown, I know you said that it's not the 90s anymore, but it is a good reference though, because 1992, when we won the Super Bowl, we were like one of the youngest teams to ever, I think we were the youngest team to ever win the Super Bowl. So that goes along with what you're saying. Who else? Oh, the one area for me, I hope that you're wrong, is the quarterback. RG3, you know, talented kid, but you know, we already got Rome on injury watch. We don't need, you know, to me, I don't think we need another injury watch on a quarterback, then we're gonna have to bring in, you know, a third quarterback. Also, what the Redskins did to him, you know, we don't know how confident he really is. And then what Chad Henne got, you know, for this being a backup, $8 million. You know, RG3 might command more. Also, who's to say that nobody else there wants him? I don't want to go through a bidding war, you know, paying so much money. Even though we got room under the cap, we can sign our own, you know, because the cap this year doesn't mean it's going to be next year also. Who else? Oh, Manziel, you know, like, you know, to me, he's like putting Hardy and Gregory in one person. You know, already he's been accused a second time for domestic violence, and then, you know, he has his other issues, you know, so it's like getting two headaches in one. You know, I don't say he's a talented kid either. I just don't think he's that great of a quarterback. I think he's a right quarterback, but I don't think he's a franchise quarterback. But yeah, that's pretty much, you know, all I want to respond to. I think I had forgot some things, but yeah, I was gonna make another video about, you know, going back, you know, kind of going back to the 90s a little bit, with Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson was able to find, you know, those mid-round gems. So there's got some guys out there I keeping my eye on that you know, I like. Yeah, oh yeah, you know, again, going back to the quarterback thing, do we need one? Yes. Is it in this draft? I just hope somebody falls to us. I don't think at 4 and 34 there's a guy worth it, unless somebody really drops off, like, you know, like a Wentz or a Lynch. You know, maybe if one of them drops all the way to the second round, then yeah. But other than that, no, I don't really have confidence. I think next year's quarterbacks, I think they have more potential than this year's quarterbacks. Again, mahalo for watching. Paniolo boys, go Cowboys.